and big cities if you learn how to live with the climatic challenges. Such a city here has about 40 buildings and 150 settlers. Also, all the buildings are already fully upgraded. You can imagine that making all the people happy and providing them with enough food is quite a challenge. The more sophisticated your products, the more interesting and rewarding the animations. Like at this building, the Siege Engine Workshop. This guy has some trouble convincing the crane to grab the box. Now you've mastered this cold climate zone, just imagine building up a big city in a very hot area like here. Farming or cattle breeding will be very hard, as water is a very rare resource. You will even have to buy some water from NPC villages. But you're not the only one looking for fresh water. It seems that some desert raiders want to rob your trade cart, and it seems that the trade cart has no chance to escape. Next time you should protect the cart with some soldiers, or even with your knight. Each of the 6 knights has a different special ability that helps you in one way or another to succeed. Playing the same mission with a different knight will change the ways you can solve the mission. But you need to be careful in choosing the knights, as your choices will have a direct influence on the storyline. Our knight Hakim should be a bit more careful with those gazelles, as animals are extremely important in this climate zone. But you will not be the only one who needs food. Predators like lions also need food. And if you hunt all the zebras in this area, the hungry lions will have to find other sources of food, and might even try entering your city. So always be careful and interact wisely with your environment. Let's go back to Middle Europe, where we'll have a look at the military system of the game. Even if the Settlers is a building strategy game, you will meet other barons who also want to expand their empires. When you're not able to solve such conflicts peacefully, you'll have to protect your settlers, which means you will have to fight. In this case, you're threatened by a big army that's already formed right in front of your gate.
Put them down!
You'd better send your troops to the walls and defend your city. If your enemy realizes that they have no chance to win, all their soldiers will retreat and run for their lives. Because all siege engines are very slow to transport, your enemy will have to leave them behind, so you'll also have a great reward. If your economy runs well, you should not be afraid of siege armies like this one. So even in times of battle, caring for your settlers and your city will remain the key to your success. In our last map, which is set in the Southern Europe-like area, we will have a closer look at the needs system and the interaction with non-playable characters. Let's take a look at a big city in this area. As the city grows, so do the needs of your settlers. They want food, clothes, clean houses and entertainment. If you can also give them security and wealth, so much the better. One of the needs mentioned is cleanliness. If a house gets dirty, a settler has to get soap or a broom and clean his house. Now, these settlers here have already married. It is the Middle Ages, after all. If you don't provide the settlers with the means to clean their buildings, your settlers might get sick and unable to work anymore, so be careful. The red symbols above the buildings indicate that they want entertainment. When settlers are not happy, the economy stands still. You should probably build more taverns now, but that takes some time. Fortunately, the knight I've chosen for this particular mission thinks he can sing.
And every time I travel here to drink some
And believe it or not, the settlers do like it. Your people are happy again and resume their work.
Let's sing and dance and drink a lot, as much as every year. If thou shalt drink with me, my friend,
for all needs, I have means to fulfill them short-term, tactically. But to have a big, bustling city in the long run, I will need to build a stable and effective economy. A stable economy can also be established with the help of other villages on the map. You can buy food or other goods from them, and so focus your production on different things. Sometimes the villagers might ask you to help them. They might, for example, run out of food and ask you to send them some rations. Or they might ask you to protect them from threats like these Vikings. Vikings can attack you or other NPC villages. They will burn down houses and steal the women. So take care and try to stop them fast. If you decide to help other people, your relationship with them will become better, and you might get goods cheaper, or you might even be allowed to gather resources on their territories. As you've seen, we have women for the first time in the Settlers series. But where do they come from? Well, women arrive when you start a festival. If the settlers just talk with the women, nothing much happens. But once they start dancing with each other, they will later marry, and will from then on work together to be happy and effective settlers. And with these, you will be able to build big cities. And big cities make up a big empire.